Welcome to Bills Nation Daily, your ultimate daily dose of everything Buffalo Bills. Hit that subscribe button and join the most passionate Bills fans as we break down all the latest news, highlights, and game analysis. Go Bills! Josh Allen, the star quarterback of the Buffalo Bills, recently dropped a bombshell statement that has sent shockwaves through the NFL community and ignited an enormous buzz among fans and sports analysts alike. And the latest rumor involving Tyreek Hill has only intensified this whirlwind of speculation. In an exclusive interview, Allen declared that if Hill were to join the Bills, he would seriously consider leaving the team, and the immediate reaction on social media, sports forums, and pundit commentary has been nothing short of explosive, sparking heated debates about what this could mean for the franchise. Tyreek Hill's name has long been associated with explosive offensive potential, blazing speed, and game-changing plays, making the mere idea of him joining Buffalo a topic of intense scrutiny regarding team chemistry, strategic balance, and how multiple stars might coexist in the same locker room without friction. Analysts have wasted no time dissecting Allen's remarks, debating whether it's a genuine threat or a tactical maneuver to influence negotiations, while fans are dissecting every word, gesture, and nuance for hidden meaning. The dialogue has expanded into speculation about contract implications, salary cap considerations, and roster adjustments, with insiders weighing in on what Hill's presence could signify in terms of leadership dynamics and the subtle hierarchies that often dictate a team's success. As Bills fans try to process Allen's comments, Tyreek Hill has quickly become the focal point of discussions, with speculation surrounding how his arrival could dramatically alter offensive strategy, individual roles, and internal relationships. Some analysts argue that Hill's presence would be an undeniable upgrade, elevating Buffalo's passing game to elite levels and potentially making Allen's own stats even more impressive. Yet the quarterback's warning about leaving introduces questions about ego clashes, unspoken rivalries, and the potential disruption of locker room harmony. In parallel, whispers about secretive negotiations between Hill's agent and the Bills' front office have surfaced, and every minor detail of contract clauses and potential trade maneuvers is being scrutinized, as if the entire NFL is collectively holding its breath for the final outcome. Media outlets and sports journalists are now crafting scenarios, suggesting that Allen may be using this declaration to exert pressure and assert influence, or even to test the organization's commitment to him, a tactic that transforms what might seem like a routine comment into a dramatic power play, raising the stakes far beyond the field. The response from fans across social media platforms has been intense, with debates raging over who is right, who is overreacting, and whether Allen's threat to leave is justified or purely theatrical. Memes, threads, and viral videos dissecting every possible outcome have flooded timelines, with some envisioning a worst-case scenario in which Buffalo loses its franchise quarterback, while others suggest that, with the right guidance, Hill could actually complement Allen and strengthen team cohesion. Meanwhile, NFL analysts have started projecting ripple effects across the league, predicting how this rumor could influence future negotiations, player valuations, and even the public perception of Allen as a leader. Every tweet, media appearance, and social interaction involving these two stars is now dissected under a magnifying glass, with the smallest gesture capable of sparking weeks of debate. Pressure is mounting on the Bills' front office, as a misstep in handling this delicate situation could trigger a chain reaction, affecting not only the upcoming season, but also the team's long-term strategic plans, fan loyalty, and overall reputation in the NFL community. Behind the scenes, sources close to the team suggest that tensions have risen within the Bills' locker room following Allen's statement, with management reportedly on high alert to assess whether his words represent a genuine threat or simply a strategic negotiation tactic. Hill's potential arrival is far from a simple talent acquisition. It entails careful planning regarding offensive schemes, leadership roles, and interpersonal dynamics, factors that are being meticulously analyzed by coaches, assistants, and even PR consultants aware that any miscalculation could damage the team's public image and fan trust. Meanwhile, rival franchises are closely monitoring the unfolding drama, anticipating possible openings should Allen depart, which adds another layer of complexity to an already delicate situation. The narrative unfolding in Buffalo is a prime example of how a single statement can catalyze a sports maelstrom, influencing players, fans, media, and negotiations all at once, transforming routine off-season chatter into a story with far-reaching implications across the league, demonstrating that the intersection of talent, ego, and team culture is often just as important as the plays made on the field. Interestingly, the rumor has also caught the attention of prominent sports media figures and commentators who are quick to construct hypothetical scenarios, analyzing what Buffalo might look like without Allen and whether Hill could realistically fill that void, or, conversely, create additional tension. Supporters of Allen's stance argue that the team should prioritize maintaining its core leadership, and that introducing another superstar might destabilize the balance that has been carefully cultivated, while others speculate that a well-managed integration could amplify offensive firepower, producing historic results if handled correctly. Every small detail, from practice reports to interviews and social media interactions, is now scrutinized with the intensity of a national spotlight, as analysts attempt to forecast both short-term impacts on gameplay and long-term consequences for franchise culture. Buffalo's management faces a challenging dilemma: how to retain their franchise quarterback while considering the potential acquisition of an elite receiver, with fans anxiously observing each development and rival teams weighing strategic opportunities that may arise from the unfolding drama, a scenario that perfectly exemplifies the complex interplay of talent, personality, and organizational strategy in professional sports. Adding to the drama, insiders reveal that the Bills' front office is navigating this situation with extreme caution, balancing the potential advantages of acquiring Hill against the risk of alienating Allen, who has been the face of the franchise and instrumental in its recent success. The team's coaching staff, analysts, and even psychologists are reportedly studying potential outcomes, from adjustments in offensive playbooks to strategies for conflict resolution and leadership alignment, underscoring how a single rumor can ripple across all levels of an organization. Meanwhile, fans and media continue to speculate, producing endless discussions, analyses, and predictions about what could happen if Buffalo proceeds with signing Hill or if Allen actually follows through on his threat. This scenario exemplifies the precarious balance NFL teams must maintain when blending star power, individual ambitions, and team cohesion, and demonstrates that even off-season comments can carry consequences capable of influencing morale, performance, and league-wide perception. In essence, the ripple effects of Allen's statement extend far beyond the immediate drama, creating an environment where every decision, every negotiation, and every interaction is amplified, making Buffalo one of the most fascinating storylines in the current NFL landscape. As speculation around Tyreek Hill's potential move to Buffalo continues to dominate headlines, insiders suggest that the situation has sparked an internal debate within the Bills organization about priorities, long-term strategy, and leadership dynamics, a debate that could redefine the team's direction for years to come. Coaches are reportedly evaluating not only Hill's athletic abilities, but also the subtle interpersonal chemistry required to integrate a high-profile player into an established offensive system without alienating Allen, who has been central to Buffalo's identity and recent successes. Front office executives are weighing potential salary cap implications, trade-offs in draft capital, and the ripple effects on other key players, aware that mishandling any part of this equation could result in fan backlash or internal discord. Meanwhile, Allen's comments have become a catalyst for media speculation, prompting talk shows, podcasts, and sports websites to dissect every nuance, creating a continuous feedback loop in which rumor and analysis feed each other. The heightened attention has amplified the stakes of each decision, illustrating how a single statement can transform routine roster planning into a high-stakes drama with potential consequences for morale, fan engagement, and Buffalo's reputation across the league. Fans, of course, have their own theories, fueling social media firestorms and debating the wisdom of signing a superstar like Hill while risking the departure of a franchise quarterback, demonstrating the intense emotional investment surrounding the unfolding saga. Meanwhile, The dialogue among NFL insiders suggests that Buffalo may be at a crossroads, where retaining Allen or pursuing Hill could define the next several seasons in a way that is unprecedented for the franchise. Some analysts argue that the Bills have the resources and coaching acumen to manage multiple superstar personalities effectively, citing examples from other teams that have successfully blended elite talent without significant disruption, while others warn that the competitive balance in the locker room could tip dangerously, creating tension, divisions, and long-term challenges. The narrative has expanded beyond simple player acquisition, becoming a story about culture, leadership, and negotiation leverage, with every press conference, media leak, and contract detail scrutinized for hidden meaning. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly monitoring the situation with keen interest, considering potential opportunities to attract Allen should he leave, while also evaluating the possibility of Buffalo securing Hill without compromising cohesion. This multi-layered scenario underscores the complexity of modern NFL management, where talent, ego, strategy, and public perception intersect, making the Bills' decision one of the most closely watched and debated topics in the league at this moment. Before we dive back in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest Buffalo Bills updates straight to your screen. And hey, don't hold back. Let us know your thoughts on today's news down in the comments. As social media discourse intensifies, fans are split between two polarizing perspectives. Those who believe Hill's addition could unlock unprecedented offensive potential, and those who fear that Allen's departure would leave Buffalo vulnerable and destabilized. Viral posts, opinion threads, and commentary videos proliferate across platforms, speculating on how the team would adapt to either outcome and framing the debate as not just a football question, but a dramatic human story of ambition, loyalty, and ego. The intensity of the discussion has even prompted former players and retired coaches to weigh in, providing anecdotes about past locker room dynamics and the challenges of balancing multiple star personalities on the same roster. For analysts, the unfolding drama is a case study in organizational psychology, strategic foresight, and media influence, demonstrating how a single statement from a quarterback can set off a chain reaction that affects negotiation strategies, fan perception, and team morale. Meanwhile, Buffalo's management faces mounting pressure to craft a solution that balances short-term competitiveness with long-term stability, as any misstep could have ramifications that reverberate throughout the NFL for seasons to come. In addition to the strategic considerations, the rumors surrounding Allen and Hill has sparked speculation about potential public relations consequences, with consultants reportedly weighing the optics of either scenario and considering how to frame the narrative to minimize backlash. Every interview, team statement, and social media interaction is now evaluated not just for content, but for the subtle signals it sends about player satisfaction, leadership strength, and organizational cohesion. Some suggest that Allen's statement could be a negotiating tactic, leveraging public attention to secure assurances or contractual advantages, while others interpret it as a candid expression of concern about his role and influence in the team. The result is a high-stakes chess game, where each move must account for competitive, financial, and reputational variables simultaneously, highlighting the sophisticated decision-making processes that modern NFL franchises navigate. Fans and pundits continue to analyze, hypothesize, and debate endlessly, making Buffalo a central focus of league-wide attention and illustrating how rumor, personality, and strategy intertwine to create sports narratives that capture the imagination far beyond the field. The potential arrival of TYREEK Hill also raises tactical questions for the coaching staff, who must consider how to maximize his impact without undermining Allen's established rhythm and leadership role. Analysts have begun proposing scenarios in which Buffalo could adjust offensive schemes, redistribute targets, and implement creative formations to accommodate two elite players, but each proposal carries risks of overcomplication or friction among teammates. Beyond the X's and O's, coaches are reportedly evaluating personality compatibility, motivational approaches, and communication styles, recognizing that successful integration requires attention to human factors as much as athletic skill. Meanwhile, Allen's comments continue to dominate narratives, amplifying pressure on Hill to respond, on management to strategize, and on the fan base to speculate. The interplay between rumor, reality, and media amplification has transformed what might have been a routine off-season acquisition into a saga with drama rivaling playoff intensity, proving that in professional sports, perception can be just as powerful as performance, and a single declaration can trigger months of uncertainty, planning, and passionate debate across the league. That's a wrap for now. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay on top of all things Buffalo Bills, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what you think in the comments. See you in the next update.